Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Imaginative. We just had a little bit more information that we want to give out. We also have another guest who wanted to give us some information, and she brought about a good one we should bring awareness to. She wants to talk about the importance of parenting, which we think is actually a very good topic, right? Okay, so before we go, I'm Imani, and I'm going to let her introduce herself and where you can be followed or found at.
Maria. You can find me on Facebook at Maria Rivera.
And I'm Incognita. Okay, and again, thank you guys for viewing, and we appreciate for your support. So again, it's very important to monitor, to talk, and to be involved with your children. The reason why we're having this show today is because again she came out today and she supported our movement. It's imagine if we tell, um, but we're telling you the truth. You know, and if we do tell, it's because we don't agree with some of the things that you guys think is okay. But as she stated, it's important to raise your children. So I'm going to give her the opportunity to express why she think it's so important to raise children or to be involved with your children. Um, Go ahead, Maria.
Yes, it's very important to be in your child's life all the way. I have a child that's 20 years old now. I thought I brought him up very well, and these kids are out here stealing cars, hitting people, killing people. They're out here, they're really getting kicked out at the age of 11, 12, 13 years old, and the mothers don't even know where they're at. They're really not looking for them. I done had some of them come to my house and they're not looking for them. They're really not looking for them. And they are, that's what made me become a foster parent. Um, so I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, like, you really have to really be focused on your child, know where their whereabouts are. Half of these kids out here are stealing because they don't have no food. They can't eat because their parents is not really doing nothing. They're drinking, smoking drugs, strung out, or in some dude's space that don't really care about their children.
Right.
I'm saying from me, my upbringing as well. It's not just I'm just talking just to be talking. I am. My mother was a drug addict, and my father was a drug addict. Um, I'm just saying it's not like you could be the most goodest child. You could come out very well, and you could come out really wrong, you know. But I love my mom and my dad. You know, they did everything for me. But at the same time, it's that I grew up in a group home. You know, my grandmother raised me till she could raise me, and then after that, you know, I end up in the system at the age of 11 years old. Um, and I was there till I turned 18. You know, I wouldn't have probably graduated from high school or none of that if it wasn't for the states to help me. And I really think that because my sisters and brothers was in a foster home, I wasn't, and they all didn't even finish high school. They were still in the streets and having billions and zillions of kids on my mother's side. I'm gonna put that on my mother's side because that's the truth. And my mom's still on drugs. I even try to reach out to her and get her off the drugs as of being grown, and she's went right back to it. So it's something that you need to like really, really
Can I
focus on your
ask you a
kids.
question?
Yes, you can ask me whatever.
Okay, so what made you want to still like be involved with your mom after like like I understand it's your mom, but if she was never there, you know what I mean? What made you want to be still involved with her?
Because I always wanted
To have a
to
mother?
have my mom, you know, and you know, as growing up, I didn't. So I wanted to have that. If I thought that if I got her off drugs, I could actually have a
Chance to
chance
have
to
it.
having my mom in my life. And it backfired and it blew up in my face. You know, um, it hurts so much. You know, and I want you guys to really like focus on your kids because I see these kids every day, and I want to just. I love kids. They're not even my kids. I love kids. I usually have a house full of other people kids at my house. I feed them, clothe them, whatever.
Is it because you feel like you just gotta be like a role model or just help them with something?
It's just because of my upbringing, and I know what these kids are going through, and I know, like, I actually had conversations with these kids, and they can't even talk to their parents, and they can actually talk to me, and I understand where they're coming from. And it's not a lot of moms and dads that understand what the children are going through. There's kids literally raising their brothers and sisters. Their mom and dad is not their dad is not there. They don't even know who their dad is. Their mom is somewhere with some dude or somewhere in the streets getting drunk or high or whatever, and they're literally don't have food in their house, and they're literally doing the best that they can to raise their siblings, and that is wrong. And then they wonder why these teenage girls is out here having kids. These teenage boys are stealing cars, shooting people, having high speed chases. They think this is cool. Literally, they think it's cool. I done sat there and talked to my son.
I'm sorry, guys. We're filming outside, so
Yeah, it's a lot of
little
bugs.
bugs outside. It's hot, guys. We do still have our studio for now. We are relocating soon, so it will be a better place. It will be happy. But anyhow, we just like to take advantage of the heat while we got it. It's hot, so we just decided to film. We like nature. That's why we're promoting. We like our environment. To me, I live in the hood, and my hood is like the lake, and that's because I will tell.
I was
So
definitely
don't come over here trying to kill Ray Ray because I'm gonna tell.
yes.
And if you want to shoot me, you're gonna go to jail.
And now we're to the left again. But
Anyway, to the left, to the left. Anyway, I'm just saying we got bugs flying in the camera. So if you guys see like little random things in the camera, it's not like the aliens taking over.
it's not Area 51 yet.
Right. We is living left.
But to kind of touch on what Maria was saying, you know, it takes a village because a lot of people wouldn't step up and be a safe haven for these kids because, you know, they see them as, oh, well, they out there, they're bad, and you can't rehabilitate them. A lot of people won't take the chance on that. So for you to take the chance to open up your house and, you know, to be a safe haven for these kids that may otherwise not have anywhere to go, may otherwise not have their mother anymore because their mother decided to put them out for whatever reason. And that I thank you for that because that takes a big person to actually raise or help raise or mentor somebody else's kids.
That is true, and I agree because if anybody know me, they know I'm known for having all the kids because I love the kids. This is
I don't like your kids at your house.
Charles. She be like
I feed the little up, but you know,
all my cousins.
I like
one.
feed them, but I no, you can't.
I got one cousin that take all my kids, but everybody else be like one. It's like that.
One at a time. That's all I
But it does take a village, and I do appreciate my village because if everybody take one, they equal they all gone.
That's true.
So thank you, village. But I do agree with my sister, by the way, with her one of when she brought this to us, we was like, let's bring it to the table because the one that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the community to bring us new topics, bring us stories, you know, personal stories and things that you guys are seeing along the way. Most importantly, we appreciate all you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on our videos. We appreciate the support.
Yes.
Without you guys, there will be no us.
Yes.
Doubling back on taking care of your children and raising your children and monitoring them. It's very important. Let me speak on why. Your kids look up to you.
Yeah.
Without you, who are they looking up to?
The
That's so
stranger.
true. You are your kid's first teacher. And if you're not leading by example, they're gonna find another example to follow. And that example may not be the best option.
Yeah. It
Now,
could
let
be.
me say, I know a lot of moms. I know a lot of dads. I can truly say, no one's perfect.
No,
No,
of course
no,
not.
no.
We all fight. We struggle. We survive. But we ain't perfect.
Yeah.
That's one thing we all got in common. We fight, we struggle, we survive. We love our kids, but we ain't perfect.
Yeah.
Lord knows we not. So, with that being said, never feel like, for one, never give up. Okay?
Yes.
Because it's important to keep on. It's important for your child to know that no matter what I do, I know I got my mama. I know I got my dad. You know what I mean? I hear stories like, man, my mama and them went there, and I'm like, dang, for one, my mama, that woman. Shout out to Brenda Gill because she has
Yeah.
dementia now, and I wish you could see me. I wish you could understand what I say to her and all that. But that's another topic. But shout out to her. She see me.
She see you.
But that woman sacrificed so much. You know what I mean? And I appreciate her for that because without her, I wouldn't even have the mind frame to do this. I wouldn't have the mind frame to appreciate y'all. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of shiesty people, and honestly, the streets will make you shiesty.
Yeah.
People will make you shiesty. But your family, your mama, your daddy, they supposed to be your comfort.
Right.
When you can't tell other people stuff, you're supposed to be able to tell them.
Yeah.
When you don't have nowhere else to go, you're supposed to be able to go there. So without that, where they going?
To the streets.
Yeah.
And but you know what? That's where the gang mentality started from. Was from kids not having nowhere else to turn. Like gangs back in the day when they first started, it used to be something positive to bring the community back together. Now where it went wrong, it went left at. That's probably a topic that we should probably have another day with the quote unquote war on drugs. But
Like
I get a little
back in the
emotional about kids because I love them a lot.
the neighbors used to be able to
yes,
whoop your butt,
yes.
put you in line, and then when you got home, told your mama, and then your mama whooped you. But you can't even do that these days because people are like, "Don't touch my kid, don't talk to my
We
kid."
promoting the
Don't none of
movement to
My question
imagine
is,
if we
we
tell.
Where does
Tell the mama.
Yeah.
Grab that kid. Go tell the mama.
But you know what? Nowadays it's like
If the mama want to be stupid, call the
I was
police.
just gonna say that like there's no respect
Period.
no more. I remember back growing up when I was a kid, I respected the neighbors. I may not have known all the neighbors, but I had a fear, not necessarily a fear, but a respect for my elders. That respect nowadays seems with the youth nowadays, and it's sad to say, like the majority of them, the respect level is gone. Like what happened to shift? Like where did the respect go? And I think if we had that respect back in the community, a lot of stuff will probably be different.
Yeah,
as well.
I think so.
Yeah, because I used to be scared to cuss. I would not, never. I'm a cuss in front of the neighbor. No,
just an adult, someone older than
Yes.
you. You're just like,
These kids nowadays, like I had to tell my son, like not to get off top, but who did your friend think you were on the phone with? I had called him the other day. He was riding with one of his homies. He's like, my son asked me like, can I buy him something to eat when he get home, or can I cash out him the money so he can stop and get him something to eat on his way home? I'm like, before I had a chance to respond though, the little homie like, oh, that nigga already ate. Who he think you was on the phone with? With one of your female friends, your cousins or something? He know you was on your phone with your mama like that little nigga already ate. Like, huh? If I would have had talked to your mom or anybody's
Ain't
mama
no
like
more
that,
respect in the community.
like, girl, that nigga been on some other stuff. Like, my mama and daddy would have been called so quick, and it would have been handled, and it would have never happened again.
yeah,
The respect for the community, the respect for people. Remember, I told you I had a little boy the other day. My niece got punched in her stomach.
Yeah.
Mama nowhere around. And I take like I'm all for him and them. Now don't hit nobody kids because we all love kids. But if you out here doing stuff recklessly, then you need to be hemmed up and took to your mom. Not brutally, but just slightly. Hem her up or him and take him to his mama so he could him or she could take you seriously. Right?
Yeah, the mothers and
I'm
fathers
sure too,
out
some
here
people don't take it.
don't. When someone do bring the child, don't sit there and get slick and get an attitude, and they're just trying to help you help yourself. You know,
Right.
please pay attention because, like, think before you do anything. When someone tells you something that your child did, think about that because literally, I done came and told somebody, "Hey, your baby is putting something a penny." I was at the doctor's office. The baby was sitting there putting pennies in her mouth. And I said, whose baby is this? The baby's eating pennies. The lady just went off. That's my baby. Don't. I'm like, ma'am, your baby could choke on that penny and be in the emergency room, and then child protective services involved.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people are just trying to help you. They're not sitting there trying to tell you how to raise your child. They're just telling you, hey, this is wrong. Correct it before it ends up worse than what it is. Your baby, then you're sitting there and you're wondering why my baby got a life sentence, and you're just sitting there just depressed.
And it's so, my baby was a good boy. He wouldn't be
Mhm.
stealing cars and running into people.
I said the same thing. I'm that person. Oh, my son would never do this. Would never do that. And boom, I'm going to court with my child, and I'm sitting here crying because I think my son is going to be gone. You know, I was that person that did all that. Now I'm telling you, hey, the community can help you. Friends can help you. Your family can help you. Reach out and get some help. Don't let them raise themselves because you're going to be sitting there wondering, what if?
If you don't raise your kids now, the system definitely doesn't have a problem with raising them later.
Yeah, and then you're going to be sitting there mad because your child is gone.
Yeah.
Now what can you do? But send them commissary.
But at the flip side, though, I would kind of rather send them commissary than go put flowers down. You know what I'm saying?
Or it could be that way too, though.
Yeah.
You could be up one morning and like the little girl a couple of days ago, or was it yesterday? The little girl didn't do nothing and she's dead.
Let's talk about facts. What type of man, and I'm using that term loosely because you cannot be a man. You may have a penis, but you're definitely not a man. What type of man is that upset at a woman in a car full of kids at an almost accident that you open fire on a car with a woman full of kids? One man, a woman in her kids. You a grown ass man, supposedly, because you got a penis, whatever, and you open fire because she almost hit your car? Who's raising these unstable creatures? Like, I can't wrap my mind around it. Now this 3-year-old baby is gone. She just turned 3 on July 1st. She didn't even get a chance to live and understand what it was like to experience being 3 years old because some men decided, oh, this bitch almost hit me, so I'm gonna take the whole car out. Now your stupid ass is in jail and your car's still fucked up. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? A 3 years old? Can you imagine? Ooh, why? How angry do you have to be at somebody almost hitting your fucking car that you open fire on I'm pissed off. I'm angry. I'm sorry. I don't usually cuss this much when we do our shows, but it has to fucking stop.
I'm emotional right now.
It has to stop.
That is sad, y'all. Like, for real. That's sad.
But you a man, though. What type of man pulls a gun on a fucking female in broad daylight early in the morning hours because she almost hit your car? Like, that's so replaceable. Get some fucking insurance. What? It's so replaceable.
You
like,
know the word
gone.
Hashtag petty. Hashtag life. What? You about to do life, buddy. You deserve
they rape the shit out of you wherever they
you
take
deserve
you
life.
Your ass
you deserve exactly what they're gonna give you.
This poor baby is gone. Her mother has to bury her after her birthday party. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like,
So thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. Okay, so let's just double back. Recap. It's very important, ladies, men, to be involved in your kids' life.
Yes.
And
don't raise little bitches like this nigga that just killed this 3-year-old little girl and shot up her mama car for no reason. That's why it's important to be in your kids' life so you don't raise bitches, grown ass men that do stupid shit. That's why. Be a role model.
Period. Okay. So she said it better than anybody could say it tonight. Normally it's me like, but she felt the vibe because honestly, that was the most devastating news that we could hear. I don't stay too far from the location where that took place. And to hear that that's what's going on out here, it really, really devastates me to know that I could drive down the street and I could like switch my lane and I can get shot
for no reason. For no reason.
And I got a temper. So I might point my finger. And you gonna shoot me and you see my kids in the car?
You see my kids in the car. You see a woman in the car with her kids.
You will shoot me.
And you open fire like.
And my kids in the car doing that. Now why would you do that?
Makes no sense.
Why would anyone do that?
And your car is still totaled right now. So, and you'll never drive it again. So,
in regards to taking care of your kids, recap, it's very important to raise your kids. Don't just take care of them. Excuse me. I hate when I hear people say, I spoil my kids. I don't give a fuck if you spoil your kids. That's so stupid.
But do
everything
they know how
got
to read?
oasis because it's real important to me. Everything that's spoiled is fucking garbage.
Yes,
I've tossed all the spoiled shit. And I will toss your fucking kids too with that spoiled ass. Don't spoil your kids. Hashtag.
I mean,
make them work for it. No, sis, my kids get a lot. Don't get me wrong. You know this.
Okay,
but at the same time, I had to realize that it was stupid. I was doing all this shit. iPhone, iPads, all this, Apple Watch. Stupid as fuck. I work hard for my stuff. Right?
But to me, it's levels to it though. Like if your kids are humble,
my kids ain't deserve shit and they bad as hell.
There you go.
So whatever.
For them, right? What is it? For the child, spit around or whatever.
Beat their ass.
Yeah. But if your kids are humble and
New Millennium beat their ass, it's gonna be green
there's
grass.
Nothing wrong with it.
But realistically though, think about it though. I spoil my kid. Everything spoiled is right. You don't want it. You throw it out. Mm-hmm. Think about, I hate to say it, but think about,
and you have to teach them a different way then.
Some kids, but some don't. Like I'm not gonna say all my kids are the same, but no. I just decide that, you know what, just like I treat Negroes and just like I treat females now, instead of giving you 100% out the gate, I'm gonna give you 0 and I'm gonna make you work your way up, just like my work do. They don't give me shit. I gotta come to work 2 weeks and I work my way up to my paycheck. So that's how I'm gonna do you, mother. Work your way up to my love and my money. So if you ain't giving me no good words, you ain't getting nothing. So lately, they have, for the last 2 years, since I realized I was paying almost $400 for cell phones. No lie. Got the statements. Banking them. I almost blew a fuse because that's ridiculous. And they bring it home C's and B's. Right. Not at like 300. Look, 344 exact. No lie. You think that's for C's and B's? I'm going to need something better than that. So this is what I'm saying. Don't just take care of your kids. Raise them.
It's different.
Don't be under no nigga all day. Take your kids on trips and shit. Yeah. Do shit for your children.
Teach them how to
that's
read.
The motherfucker. That nigga.
Yeah. Everything. Because half of these kids don't know how to read.
The dudes, they leave.
And we already know.
I don't care who they is. What title you gave them.
Yeah. And we already know NPS is not the best school system. And that's what I said before. Like, we are our kids' first teacher. And that doesn't just stop at when they start going to school. That's continuous. You have to help educate your kids. And a lot of stuff that I educate my kids on, they don't teach them in school no way.
Right. You're right. Because I teach my kids the game. Because I might die broke. So to me, mentally, if I give my kids the game, that's something they can take to them with them forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even when they go to heaven, they'll still have that. mentally, because
Yeah.
mental go with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, I hope this ain't too long because we kind of went to the left, but
But
sorry.
hashtag save your kids, save our kids.
raise
Raise
your
our
kids.
kids.
Don't just take care of them. Don't just give them money.
Make them work for it.
Take
Make
care
them
of them.
learn about
Raise
responsibilities
them.
and everything.
Yes.
You understand? It's a difference, and I understand. I'm saying it from experience, from the things I've done and the things I didn't do. Okay, I learned from my own mistakes, and I've also considered myself as a good mother because I know all the things I've sacrificed. I know all the things I dedicated myself to. I know at my struggle. I know all the things I provided for them. But at the same time, yeah, to them, I'm the best mother. But I know the things I messed up on. I personally know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know you do too. So what I'm trying to explain to you is it's not okay to just take care of them. You have to raise them.
Yeah.
You and it's not easy. I get it. One parent, no. Mm-mm. No.
It takes a village. I
The
love my
dude you
village and my
dating,
support system.
he need to be there.
Yeah.
Dude need to help. He need to pick up when the daddy don't.
Yeah.
If the daddy ain't around, if you got a dude you messing with, that dude need to play stepdad. He need to play his role. If the daddy around, he could slack a little bit, but he need to let you know he there. Because it does take a village.
Yeah.
You need to be able to go take the kids to get a haircut. You need to be able to go, take them, take not to the doctors because that's too much. But I do feel like you do need to be involved. You need to be able to do stuff that mamas really shouldn't do.
night.
It's like taking out the garbage.
Mama
When you
night.
take your kids to the barbershop.
Mom and dad night, stuff like that.
And that's only if the daddy ain't around. But if he a deadbeat dad and you see your girl, somebody you entering, I'm sorry, but it's just real topic. You need to be able to step up and help out. Like that's real stuff. That's what real men do. You don't understand how much you'll be helping out. The world. Look, JJ ain't gonna be selling cars if you help him. Look, JJ ain't gonna do 18 years if you help him.
Yes.
But if you reject Lil JJ, he for one gonna ever remember that. Cause niggas love their mamas. So they ain't gonna never forget about the dude that his mama was talking to that rejected her. Believe that. And they also gonna bubble because most dudes they ego is 100. So despite, I just don't want them to be like D-boyish and get shot. You know what I mean? This is the real world we live in. So if you got a mentor who is close to you, and I'm gonna say something I learned from my experience of being on this earth, uncles, stand the fuck up. Shout out to the uncles.
Yeah.
Because they mean something. Do you know that uncles is more important than dads? And I'm going to tell you why. Because dads, 99% of the dads leave. 99%. 1% of the dads stay, honestly.
Yeah.
So, uncles, you love your sister more than this fuck nigga. Right? So you going to ride for your sister. You going to be there. Birthday parties, you there. You geek. This your nephew. So when you enter a game and these kids, enter it right, nephews, to little nephew, uncles. You know what I'm saying? Because you are very important. Aunties, you are important.
Yeah.
Because again, the girl, you know your brother is a fuck nigga. He ain't gonna fuck with her forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that kid though,
Don't be there for long.
they need y'all family inside of them. They need to know the history of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Just in case the mama a rat or a thought, you need to be there for that baby and show them how this family do, how we ride, because it does take a village.
And show these little girls how to be women, not thugs and sluts and tramps. I was at Walmart with my sister, and this was today, and I seen like 4 little girls. I could swear they had stripper clothes on. I could swear they did.
Even my niece, shout out to Alea, she said, Titi, what are these kids wearing nowadays? I said, oh my God, they act, but I don't judge often. But then when she brought it to my attention, I went and looked. And I said, they do look like about 12 or 13. And they had on the little biker shorts with the little fanny packs and little horsey top shirts. And I'm like, no matter, I mean, no wonder why sex trafficking is at the all-time high.
Yeah.
Not saying it's okay.
Saying no, it's never reason.
It's never okay. But what I'm saying is, cover thyself.
Yes.
It's not okay to be,
It's definitely not okay. But yeah,
your time gonna come, boo, and we gonna love you too. We gonna be like, look at her, she doing her thing.
Yeah.
But don't force it, because sometimes when you force it, things get forced. That's all I'm saying. And where your mama at? Where your daddy at? Because daddy's really like, little girl, take that. You know what I mean? They supposed to be on their kid. My daddy was. Now, her story of my dad is he was on drugs, right? Which, yes, my father is
I didn't
on
meet
drugs,
my dad
but
till I was 18.
shout out to my daddy.
Yes,
because he is off of drugs now.
Yes,
and that is not an easy thing to do.
Thank you,
honestly. Jesus. And he did that on his own, and I could truly say he had it bad, right? And I'm not saying this for the camera. I'm saying this truth be told. You know what I'm saying? This is the honest to God truth. But yes, he had a vicious drug habit. And that's why I'm like, you know what? It is very important, because even in his drug habit, as he explained to you, my daddy was a Rolling Stone. So he laid his head down and he made it a home with a lot of different women. I noticed in my daddy women pattern, he had like one baby with each woman. Am I lying? Mm-hmm. And with my mama, he had 4. So if you, like they say, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. Mm-hmm. My mama would lay out to be a woman that he took more to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Honestly speaking. Mm-hmm. And we can all explain. My dad was young when he met a lot of these women. Mm-hmm. And the women were young as well. So not to justify for him at all, because I'm all about telling the truth. That's not cool. That's why I express it's not cool to do that, because even though he pampered and nurtured my mother, look at the things you did to other women. And that's not okay. So I see the effect. These are my sisters. I love my sisters. I see the difference. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, I don't think nobody's better. As I explained, we all have our own issues. We have our own insecurities, and nobody is perfect, right? So she didn't get to see his drug addiction. She just get to hear about it. I'm the person that tell her, like, yo, bro was off the chain, right? Mm-hmm. I never made it seem like, oh, since he was da-da-da-da. No. One thing I could say about that man, one thing, is that despite his drug habit, he installed me to know that dudes, they want a couple things. They don't want too much. You know what I'm saying? Which was real game. That's something that even if he go today, I still remember. I look at dudes as jobs. Y'all job, man, gone. You know what I'm saying? Because my daddy embedded that in me since I was a kid. Even with his mentality of craving drugs. He let his daughter know, you niggas ain't nothing. Y'all want us a few things from a woman, and once y'all get that, y'all good. Yeah. Right? And I'm just saying that to say it's important to talk to your daughters. It's important to install that into her. Because if he was around my sister, that little conversation could have changed. If she was next to us when we had that walk that day, she would have been a whole different person just with that little bitty conversation. And that's a fact. I know that for a fact because it touched me. So I know if it touched me, it would have touched my sister too, because my daddy is a good guy.
Yes, he is.
He took care of us as much as he could, even with an addiction. And I appreciate it because he could have abandoned us. Even with his addiction, he made a way for us to be together. Mm-hmm. He found the way for us to all know each other. As many of his kids as he can find to get together, he got us together. And Lord knows the man got a lot of kids. Yeah. We got sisters out there. I thought I slept with my brother. Those mini closest.
That's a different type of show.
These mini old closest. No, but all those mini closest. No, I'm just playing. No, but for real. Thank God it wasn't my brother. He was bluffing. No, I'm just saying. But we was never like that though. We were just like those mini closest. But he made sure we met each other. It wasn't my brother. I got to be my brother. And I appreciate him for doing that because that's a real man. Real men do that stuff.
There's still a lot of people out here that's sleeping with their cousins, their brothers, their sisters, their aunties and uncles. They don't even know who they is.
That is true, right?
Until they already did it.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
She's
I got a
speaking
friend.
from experience.
I
too,
have
right?
a friend. No, I'm not. I have a friend that I mess with.
And she only tell y'all all the stories. And my
I
sister
have
could
a
make a
friend-
book
I
and make some money.
I can write a book and make
And
a
I
lot
wish
of
the
money.
fuck she would. Like, I'm not about hiding anything. I want to expose as much as I could. This woman could come on my show as many times as she wants to because she got a lot of stories.
Yeah.
She could tell you some shit that will tell you some shit that will tell you some shit. 3D tell you shit. But I'm just explaining to y'all that, you know, I admire your struggle. And I say, make money off your struggle. Why not write a book? Since you got plenty free time, I help you. Let's write a book off your struggle. Shit, straight up. Let's think of a real cool title, and you can come on here in our next couple of events, maybe next year sometime. You can have a book signing, and I read it. I support you. You support me, so for sure. She got some interesting stories to tell, so I'm not gonna blow her cover because I want her to really put it in the book and just pour out her heart. Like, it ain't your fault. Don't feel bad. I don't want you to feel that way. I want you to just let it out and be you. I want you to get over that person and be the person God ordained you to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because she got a calling on her. She got a very good heart. Despite whatever kind of upbringing she say she had or whatever kind of spirit she has or whatever, she's a good person. She's a very good person. And we all are good people. We just have to have that nurturing. We have to have that love.
Yeah.
But and you deserve it. After being through so much stuff you've been through, you deserve to be taken care of. You deserve to have everything good. I'm serious. But in order to get it, what you got to do? Seek it. Right?
Yep. Correct.
Seek it. So that's what it's about. Seeking and being the best person you could be, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So, honestly to say, this is my sister. I know her story. I wouldn't tell y'all unless she wanted me to. And that's not my business. That's for her to tell y'all. And like I said, we're going to make money off the struggle, to be honest. But we got time to go, long time to talk about that stuff. She can come back anytime if she wants to and join us on our show again.
Yes.
We really appreciate your topic. We appreciate her support. This girl come out anytime I need her, and she ride. Even if she got one tire. No bullshit. Wish her shit got on the flat today. No bullshit.
And she left us.
I didn't even know, y'all.
She's on the phone like,
do. I be in my whole own world, like, what?
I'm beeping the horn. He's like,
I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth. No.
He's like,
I'm like, hey, I didn't even know. I'm like, smile, bitch. I have no clue.
But thank you for the lady that gave me the $150 to put air in my tire. Thank you. I don't know your name, but God bless you.
Yeah, for real.
Yes.
And speaking of God bless, I want to just take a moment to say a prayer. I feel like we need in our community, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm big on this, Lord. So everybody, let's take a moment. For one, let's say rest in peace to all the people that lost their lives.
Yes.
Yes, really quick here, and I know you probably didn't realize it, but I recently lost a friend, so I want to say rest in peace to my friend Joy, and also my condolences as well to your family, your son Jaden, your mom is Karen, and we're really gonna miss you. Like, her name spoke volumes. Like, yes, you were definitely a joy to everybody who you met, every life you touched. You was definitely a joy. So, love you, Joy.
So rest in peace to Joy. And
Rest
I
in
honestly, just when she said it, I got chills. So I don't know you, but honestly, I got chills with just her statement of you. So I know whoever you are, that you meant something, you are something important, because when she said it, I got chills through my body. So rest in peace, Joy. And rest in peace to all the people in Milwaukee and over the nation that lost their lives. Every life matters. We don't believe in one life over another. We all have a purpose. We all got a calling, and we all matter. So think about that. Think about that before you let your kid go out and be nothing. That kid has a purpose. That kid has a calling. Raise that child. Raise that kid as much as you can. Never give up on your kids. Never. I don't care what they are, what they do. Don't give up on them. If you don't know what to do, give them to who he belongs or she belongs to. And if you don't know who that is, the Most High. If people are unfamiliar with how to call them out, just go ahead and call them the Most High. That's cool. We honor that. Pray to him. Camp your angels around your kids, man. If you don't got nothing else, if you don't know what else to do, let me let you know what to do. So let's go together today, right now. And let's all say this prayer for our kids on a daily basis if you do not know what to do. Okay? If they outrageous, if you know they'll beat your ass, let's say this prayer. We're going to say, Father God who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. We come together right now, Lord Jesus, and we ask you to protect us, Lord Jesus. Lord, you are the Alpha and Omega, and you have every plan in your hand. We ask that you guide our children in the path of righteousness and let your will be done with our children. We ask that you protect them, Lord Jesus. We ask that you camp your angels around them, and we plead the blood of Jesus over them, Lord. We thank you, Father God, for being with us and protecting us to see another day and promoting the movement of imagine if we tell. And we thank you so much for being here with us, Lord Jesus, each and every day. Thank you for being our Lord and Savior. In Jesus' name, amen. Now, you never ask for nothing without giving thanks. How you going to come and say something to me like I won't and you ain't going to say thank you for nothing I did for you? You know what I'm saying? Just be realistic because he is realistic with us. So you got to say thank you, guys. Don't just go back. But it's important to pray for your kids. Even if you forgot, remember, when you driving and you see somebody else acting crazy before you call the police, say, God, camp your angels around my kids.
Yes, that's the first thing I do. Yes, God, please protect me and my kids on our way home. Please let us make it home safe without any incident. Yes, Lord.
You don't know how much that'll do for you.
Yeah.
You might think but he said in Matthew that if you ask, he'll deliver. So if you ask for it, now I ain't gonna say he gonna deliver a bankroll because maybe if he give you that bankroll, somebody around the corner gonna kill you. So he might not deliver it. So you just have to reevaluate your life. If you've been asking and you haven't delivered, he want to give you stuff. He do. If you read the Bible, you'll see he do want to give you stuff. But you have to know the word. You got to understand why he's not giving it to you. That's why I'm not rich yet. Because I got to shake a few people and make it to the top. You know, there's a lot of people that ain't supposed to be with me. But if you ask, he'll deliver. And if you deserve it, you'll receive, period. So just make sure you in a more deserving category. And that even goes for myself. So, but when it comes to our kids, now that's something he can control. So he got us. Don't worry about it. He got you, okay? So just thank you. We appreciate you. We want to say rest in peace to everybody. And it's very important to take care of your kids. Don't ever forget that. Don't just take care of them, raise them. Raise your kids. You guys have anything you want to add? No? Thank you guys for joining us.
Support us.
Like,
support us,
share, and comment.
Imagine if.
And subscribe.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you guys for viewing.
Thank you.
Thanks.